Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Limo. I wanted to do a video on Meta. We posted this yesterday in a reel, but I wanted to expound on it because this is one of our strongest patterns called a Deuterium trade, and it's because the cycles are very compact after a big strong move. Now Deuteriums are basically one of our strongest trades. In fact, in the course of a year you might only get maybe less than a dozen trades out of 6,500 stocks that have premier setups. We had a couple this summer with Nvidia and SMCI, huge breakouts on that. The options on the way out of the money options made you a ton of money on those, 50 to 100x if you traded them. Meta, now the difference on Meta, even though it's a very strong pattern, is it has a vector of 1. It's a 5 BMI breakout, but vector of 1 on it, meaning it's not as fast as SMCI. SMCI was a VR1. And so, but we have really good strong cycles in here. We got Cat 1 here, and then on Cat 2 we had a higher low, so we already had a price squeeze coming on Cat 2. And now we're at Cat 3, and looks like this is probably going to be a higher low also. So we got all the price action squeezing off that $500 psychological price point. You had earnings back here, had a little pop, pullback, retest, fill gap, and so it didn't dump much on the earnings, little pop and pullback, retest, that's it. So we get that out of the way. Get next earnings, I believe, in October sometime. But right now we have a breakout of the $500 PPP and a pullback retest of that. Now, if you wanted to get crazy and play way out of the money options, here's the challenge with the vector of 3 on this. You can get these 1.5 month chop zones out of the breakout. So you have to get maybe 3 or 4 months out, and that really drives the option pricing up. Now, let me just show you what happened with SMCI. Another Deuterium trade. And so this had a 10 BMI on the left hand side, vector of 1. And as you can see right here, very strong breakout. There was no pause, PBC zone, post breakout consolidation zone. It just basically rocketed it. And so this is where you can make a lot of money buying. Let's say that you're at 340 or so on the pullback from that Cat 3 set, and you buy 400 to 450 calls. Up here you're going to be $800 in the money. You can make a ton on these type of trades, but again, the best of the best don't come along very often. But Meta is the best one I've seen since Nvidia and SMCI. So let's go back to that. So I like the pattern, but just again, timing is going to be a little bit different probably than a high vector SMCI. Again, I expect probably maybe a 4 to 6 week plus PBC zone up there. Could be wrong. If it doesn't, then it could produce some huge gains on the shorter term options. But overall, the pattern score is phenomenal. It's like a 97 rating out of 100. So there's definitely something they're doing right at Meta right now. And generally when you get two strong waves, let's look at the percent gain here. You got a close to 200% there, close to 64%. So you can see the next potential one might be, this was a third of this. So if you did a third coming out of here, I mean, there's that 750 PPP. That's a 50% gain if it made it that far. But, it's no telling. Again, when I see a really good quality cup on this type of Deuterium setup, anything can happen. So, very premier pattern right now. And if we hold the 500 PPP on this retest, this thing could soar to the moon. So, who knows? Keep an eye on it. MET, Meta, Facebook, their new name. Okay, hope you enjoy. Take care.